Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Citizen activism. In order for the EU to be a legitimised active democracy, citizens need the opportunity to voice their opinions and to be heard by the politicians representing them. But what possibilities are there for citizens in Europe to communicate their thoughts and needs to the European institutions? The most commonly known way is, of course, elections. In addition to this, several EU member states make wide use of referenda. Finally, there are public fora such as panel discussions and citizens' dialogue, where politicians join in to listen to the debate to get an impression of citizens' needs. If this communication fails, however, and people do not feel that their interests are sufficiently represented, they can take to the streets and protest against certain political decisions. Similar to the strikes of employees in trade unions, which are only one type of many different NGOs enabling citizens to fight for a common cause, through charity and community work, campaigning, and many other means. Companies, on the other hand, advocate their interests by lobbying. While the mere communication of their interests is perfectly legitimate, lobbying, unfortunately, can often be linked to financial exchanges. The media is an important actor in exposing such cases of corruption and thereby in controlling governments. They also ensure that issues that are important to people receive the appropriate attention and stimulate the public discourse. The EU itself tries to monitor whether citizens' rights are complied with in the citizenship reports, so that problems can be addressed in actions introduced by the European Commission. And, finally, there is the European Citizen Initiative, the ECI. Since 2012, European citizens have been able to propose a certain change in EU legislation and attempt to collect at least 1 million signatures from at least 7 different European countries in order to make the initiative successful. If the Citizens' Committee organising the ECI manages to reach the minimum number of signatures within 1 year, the European Commission at least has to consider their proposal. Since September 2013, 17 initiatives have been launched, but over the entire time of the ECI's existence, only 2 have been successful until now, among them the Right to Water initiative. Critics of the ECI therefore believe that the high requirements prevent regular citizens from organising successful initiatives, while others add that even if the initiatives are successful, their impact would only be marginal, as the Commission is not obliged to follow any proposal. However, the ECI is still in a testing period and is scheduled to be reviewed in 2015. The question arises whether the ECI is an adequate instrument for citizen participation, and how citizens' potential can be used more sufficiently in general. In light of all of these challenges, what measures should the EU implement to ensure an active democracy and citizen participation? How much participation is too much? Which measures can be improved and which new ones can be introduced? We are excited to see how you, Afco Iii, will answer these questions.